Well, good morning guys. So, as you can see, the weather has changed a little bit. So we're now on Tuesday morning, the third week. And yeah, very different morning this morning. So yesterday we had rain, not bad rain, just some rain throughout the day. And on the Sunday we'd had a massive storm, a huge storm. So yeah, nothing's been done. I actually had a day of doing nothing yesterday, which was rather nice. Just stayed at the house and relaxed. But today, different story. We need to get the second lot of foundation in. So, yeah, this might need a bit of a sweep out now by the looks of it, because there's a lot of leaves, a lot of debris in there that wasn't in there before. Thank you to the rain. I think I'll do that. I'll take some of these bars out, sweep it up, come back, put more steel in, and then when Slash gets here, hopefully he can order a concrete pour. Because I think we're going to need to pour this. We did the initial foundations by hand, and it ended up 2 days and a lot of expense. Good morning guys, dobro jutro. Well, we are now on Wednesday of the third week, and yeah, things are moving along. Not brilliantly, but they are moving along. So we are currently in a situation where we can't do a lot because we're waiting for the cement truck to turn up. We ordered that yesterday. Slash took me to a place where he used to work, and the boss did us a deal, and we've now got 2 cubic meters of cement coming in a truck to be poured. We're ready for it, all the steel's in, wired in, everything's ready to go. It's just a case of waiting for it to arrive. In the meantime, all the big boulders and fieldstone and rock that was underneath the foundations, I've started to move. So I've got all the rounded stuff here, big boulders. Got some smaller boulders at the front which I was going to use as some form of decoration at the end of the job, but we'll have to see how that goes. And the square stone, or the stone that's better for foundation use, is going round the back on the existing stone pile that they use to repair the foundations, so, or for new buildings. So it's going round the back. So yeah, so it's a lot of manpower, but I'm going to start moving that now, because once this concrete pours in and set, hopefully another day of doing the fencing and we should be done. Everything should be in place, and then it's just tidying up and putting a little bit of a ramp in so I can get the car in and out, and just little bits of finishing off is the plan. So watch this space. I'm hoping Friday is going to be the last day, because then I've run out of money, basically, run out of money for the job. It's gone way over budget that I expected. So yeah, watch this space, see what happens. Then I'll have another week here, and in the last week do other preparations for winter, cut the firewood, just make sure the roof's not got any holes or leaks. Yeah, just generally get things ready for winter. And then when I come back in winter, start a new plan. Had a great day yesterday, by the way. After we'd ordered the cement, I nipped down to the Refresh Bar, which is where we meet on a Tuesday. We've got an expat group that meets up there on a Tuesday. And my mate Russell was Russ's last day, so he's gone home today. And we also celebrated one of our friends' birthdays while we were there, which I didn't know about till I got there, which was nice. So a bit of a birthday celebration. So yeah, so I stayed down there for a few hours, a couple of beers, great company. DJ Boris doing his thing, keeping everybody entertained with the karaoke. Really fun afternoon and evening. But now back to reality, and let's get this concrete in. So guys, as you can see, we've had the concrete poured, and unfortunately, with my budget being as tight as it was, I was adamant that we only needed 2 square meters, which came up to here. But to be fair, it's actually worked out for the best for me, because it's meant that the section where my car will go on and off the driveway has been left clear. And the reason why it works better for me is because originally, if we'd done the wall up to the board, then I'd have had to do a slope which would have ended up halfway down the pavement. Now, I don't really want to upset the municipality or upset the mayor by coming onto their land by quite a way. Now, I have seen other houses that have done it, but I'd rather not. So the way we've got it now is, at least when I do put the slope in for the car, I should be able to keep it up to where the paving stones start. So the municipality shouldn't have an issue with that, the mayor shouldn't have an issue with that. So that's the plan anyway. What it did mean is that after spending 500 leather on getting that poured, we were left with a section at this end which still needs gate posts and finishing off. And yeah, it's cost me another 70 odd leather for the bags of concrete just to finish this off. So overall, between the base foundations and the concrete pour and this little bit at this end to finish it off, the concrete's been the most expensive thing. It's been absolutely ridiculous. So if anybody's telling you in the Nezerbah municipality you can get concrete for 120 leather a square metre, sorry, a cubic metre, then they're lying to you. It's just, at the moment, it's a lot more. I don't know why the prices are up, but the prices are up. So you're looking at more like 200 to 250 leather at a cubic metre. So yeah, expensive job, but it had to be done. So final bit is take the wood away once it's all dry after tomorrow, take the wood out and install the fencing. So it's now let me think, Thursday afternoon, and it's a day off from doing too much work because we're waiting for the concrete to dry. So I've been shifting a lot of the rocks and the stones from the front that we pulled out from the foundations to store them around the back of the house. And it's a blazing hot 24 degrees day. So I've just sat out, had a little bit of lunch, and it's time to get going again. So I'm going to try and move as much as I can in the next hour or two, and then probably nip down to Sunny Beach. I want to take a couple of opportunities to go down and show you, now that we're into October, how things look on resort. Where's still open, where's not open, and yeah, because there's still tourists arriving. We have package holiday flights arriving over the next couple of weeks, which is surprising because the main part of the resort will be closed down. So I hope they got a bargain, nice cheap holiday, and I hope they discover all the local places that have remained open. So yeah, so that's my idea, get some more work done, jump on the buzz, down to Sunny Beach. Okay guys, as you've just seen, walking up from the end of the jetty all the way up Flower Street, many places are closed, some shops are still open. You might be able to see behind me that one of my favourite bars, the Beer Stop, Real Ale Bar, is open all winter, so I'm going to go across to see Boris right now. So guys, as soon as you cross the road from the top of Flower Street, you'll see the Janet Supermarket behind me. Janet Supermarket is a big landmark really, because from this side of the road backwards you'll find a lot of things open that stay open all year round, and you'll find that it's much cheaper. So it's kind of an important landmark really in Sunny Beach. Cross over the road from the top of Flower Street, you see Janet. If you see the Janet Supermarket, you know that everything on this side is certainly going to be cheaper, and it's certainly going to be open longer into the winter, if not all winter. So bakery's looking good as usual, but yeah, lots of shops open here, lots of bars, lots of restaurants, still open now in October, and like I said, you know, we've got a handful of places open all year round, which is handy if you choose to buy over here. Maxana, Bulgarian restaurant, still open, still serving. Great place, authentic Bulgarian food, and you'll get some real Bulgarian entertainment as well, which is nice. Great restaurant. So this next place will always hold a place in my heart, the Condor 94 bar. Now, first place I ever walked into, my first Bulgarian beer was in here. The staff are amazing, always full of expats, always full of Bulgarians, and one of the cheapest places to drink in Sunny Beach, and it's absolutely stunning. It's just an amazing place. Lovely people, lovely owner. So if you're ever in Sunny Beach, look up Condor 94 bar. Can't really go wrong. Open all winter, brilliant place to visit. Right next door to Condor 94 you have Le Fleur, and Le Fleur, beautiful restaurant, really nice food, again much cheaper than down on Flower Street and the Strip, and open all year, which is nice. So Le Fleur is definitely somewhere that's worth going to. Many Bulgarians eat here, many expats eat here, lovely place. So just down the road from Le Fleur you have Spiders. Unfortunately, one of my favourite bars is closed now for the winter, but lovely place in the summer, enjoy a good beer in there. So all summer long I get asked, where is the Iglika bar? Now Iglika is like a little tiki bar in the middle of town, if you like. It's a beautiful little spot, and it's one of the cheapest places to drink. So if you cross over the road from Spiders and walk down the road a little bit towards Laguna Park Hotel, you'll see a bakery, and just between the bakery and the kebab shop there's a little entrance, and that'll take you into Iglika. Now unfortunately this is another one that's closed for winter, but just remember Laguna Park Hotel and the Iglika bar is just behind the bakery. Fantastic little place, absolutely love it in there. So we're now on Friday morning, which I had hoped would be the last day of work. Slash can only do half a day today because he needs to go and see about his next job, which is fair enough. But the wood's coming off, so all the wood form that we created is now coming off. All the nails are coming out and the wood's being saved for future projects. But yeah, so hopefully by the end of today we'll see the concrete form. Slash said it needs another day to dry before we can start drilling for the fence posts. So it's probably going to get weekend, and then on Monday the fence should be able to go up. But I might have to do that on my own yet. So we'll see what happens. But that's another day. So for now, let's go. Dobre den. So we're now on Saturday afternoon. I'm just about to head to Orezari to meet my friends. But I just thought I'd give you a quick catch up where we're up to. So all the wood form came off the concrete. I've managed to use a lot of the hardcore and some of the soil that was on the side to create a bit of a ramp, which eventually will be covered with the stone. Just started clearing away, really, clearing everything away while we're letting it dry out. Hopefully on Monday we will start to put the fencing up. I've got a long way to go, there's still a lot to move. I'm only about halfway through, but we've also got a storm coming. So, and that worried me a little bit because I knew I had a little problem up on the roof. Now, over here in Bulgaria, roofs are very important. So I've been clearing out behind here, mainly just because it was getting very overgrown, and sometimes you just need to clear it so it doesn't interfere with the house itself. And I noticed that up on the chimney, one of our main chimneys, there was a couple of gaps at the bottom. It looks like maybe a couple of the roof tiles have just moved slightly, or maybe even one of the wood beams underneath has given a little bit and they dropped down. So there's a couple of holes, and there's no way with the storm I was going to leave the holes there. So I've managed to patch that up and give it a good coating of the kind of render stuff that you use on the roofs here, the outdoor stuff. And I've also come down this side here, which I did last year, but needed a little bit more. So hopefully that's going to make all this side completely watertight. There is another slight leak on the other chimney, on the old part of the house, on the other side. Now Slash went up on the roof to have a look at that one and said he just couldn't see anywhere where it was getting in. But last time we had a massive downpour, there was a slight leak into the house. So I don't really know what to do with that one. I might go up myself and have a look if the weather holds off till tomorrow. But if it comes before then, there's no chance. As you can see, there's two chimneys up there. That one's the one that we've done now. That one's the one that's still got a slight leak. So yeah. So you've got to remember, these old buildings, these old houses have been here forever. The roofs themselves are very old, and it's a continuous job to keep on top of them. Now, yes, eventually I will need a new roof. All houses do eventually, but this one isn't that bad. And the most important thing is that when we're here, as soon as we see a problem, we get on with it and we fix it. So as long as you're on top of it, as long as you're constantly working on keeping it nice, keeping it in the best condition you can, then you shouldn't have the situation like some of the derelict houses where the roof starts caving in. You know, that tends to only happen when the complete neglect goes on. Now, as you can see, it looks like a building site. We've still got the concrete mixer here, the cement mixer, that's not gone yet, and the fencing's waiting to go up. But yeah, bit of a building site, but it is winter. What do you expect? So right now I'm going to take a long walk. I'm going to walk to Orezari. First time I've done that, so I might take a video along the way. Catch you later. Do skoro. So guys, just at the centre of the village, Gilovsa, what a beautiful village, and I have a walking beer, Hvala Bagasko. So let's walk down to Orezari. So there you go guys, it's not just me. This house behind me, similar Similar thing happened. They need a new wall for the house. The house is in a state of disrepair, and I'm not sure it's the old owners or the new owners, but they're securing the boundary, and it looks like they're putting the wood in to do some foundations. So it's not just me, others have to do it too. It's the end of our village, and as you can see, as soon as you leave the village there is no more pavement goes, so it's now a case of just walking along the road all the way to Orizari. So I'm just approaching the centre of Orizari, and yeah, at the moment they're having the same work done in this village as we had in summer in our village. They're having the water mains put in, which means the pavements have got gaps in for the pipes to go through. So yeah, they work through each and every village, but they've got to rush it here because they've got the village day, Orizari Day, coming up. So it's important that they get everything in order before then. But yes, I have made it to the Pink Bar. So guys, there you go. I've worked out that the walk from my village to Orizari to the Pink Bar takes just under 1 litre of Borgasco beer, and not very long at all. Nice easy walk, and to be honest, I've quite enjoyed it. Nice day in the sun. I believe there's a storm coming over the next few days, so really important to make the most of the sun, as we don't get it in the UK very often. But yeah, I'm going to finish this, head into the bar. All good fun. Dobre jutro. Well, as you can probably see, we had some rain last night, as predicted. Not the full-on storm though that is apparently still due. That might come in later on today. But I knew that today being Sunday, tomorrow being Monday was supposed to be the wet days. So probably not going to get a lot done. Still got a week left. So it's important now that I make sure this boundary fence goes up. Slash has promised me that it'll take no more than a day to get it installed and all buttoned up. So that's what we need to do. We need to get it in. There's so many other jobs here that need doing, but because this particular job I came out for has been such a physical challenge, I've just not had the energy to be able to do any of the other jobs, but I will need to cut some firewood because I'm very, very aware that if I come back in winter I need some dry firewood ready, so I need to do that while I'm here. So that's another day's job. And again, just little bits of things. I'm glad that I went up on the roof yesterday to try and sort out that little problem, because again, the winters here can be quite harsh. Not as much snow as people make out, that's more for the mountains and the ski resorts. Near the Black Sea coast you get a much milder winter, but the temperatures still drop, we still get big storms and heavy rain. So yeah, you've got to be aware that it's not that mild of a winter, it's just much milder than the ski resorts. And of course up in the more northern regions of Bulgaria. So yeah, so today I think I'm going to spend the day with you guys editing for a YouTube video, and try and get it out so you guys can see what I'm up to. And fingers crossed, if you keep watching, by next week's video you should see the final result and everything should be buttoned up, and yeah, I'll be on my way home. But cheers guys, thanks for watching. Do skoro.